Hey there, welcome to Calling the Higher Self, the podcast that helps you ultimately be your best self. I am your host, the Imaginary Goddess, and I am a light worker here to guide you and everybody else toward deep healing and self-discovery. I'm going to show you lovely ways to call up your higher self and let them know that it's time to get the show on the road. Let's get started. First and foremost, I want to make an announcement. It's really exciting. So my announcement is that I am starting a YouTube channel, and on this YouTube channel, I am gonna upload videos of my podcast recordings, because sometimes I just thought it was a cool idea, honestly. And I have updated my Etsy, and on my Etsy that's where you can book my readings. For example, the kind of readings that you can book on there are oracle readings, natal chart readings, life path readings, and you can also get your reading made into a little booklet that you can carry everywhere with you and check and see if you're on the right path. It's always a useful tool to have, and that's what I offer. There might be a wait list for them if you really wanted one, because I'm the only person, literally the only person keeping this whole thing afloat. So if you're interested in that, all the links will be provided. So there's also another announcement, and this is the one that I am most excited about. So on my website, theimaginarygoddess.com, as you know, you can get your updates there, but now you can log in and sign up on there. And yes, I know, it's not free. It's actually something I'm really excited about, and I'm kind of treating it like a Patreon. It's not, I don't have a Patreon, but I decided to create this member area on my website because it's my own. I don't have to worry about managing all these platforms at once, you know? So you can create an account on my website, and you will have access to a plethora of things that I have set up for you guys. And what you can look forward to are higher self readings, only exclusive to members on my website. And I will also be uploading short videos and vlogs about my spiritual journey and documenting it as well. And those who are members for a month or more will have access to cute little membership cards and higher self readings. You can also have life purpose readings, which is different from the life path readings. Their life purpose readings are a lot more in depth, and you get a lot more information out of those. You'll also have access to voting power. And back to these membership cards, I really want to explain those real quick. They're not really any significance. They're just cute little knickknacks that you can carry around. On the front, it'll have your picture, your name, your birthday, all the good stuff. And then it has your big 3 and your spiritual affiliations. Like, it'll say if you're a light worker, it'll say if you're an empath, it'll say if you're an astrologer, and all that good. And on the back, oh my god, the back is my favorite part. On the back, it'll have a cute little chart. Your birth chart will be on the back. That's only if you want it. Not everybody's comfortable with sharing birth charts, but it'll have your birth chart and your major aspects on the back, and you get those along with your membership. For members, you can also have access to printables, and printables as in you will have worksheets that I will design for you guys. And I'm really excited. And if you're really interested in this, go ahead and sign up. It's $11.11 a month. You see what I did there? Yeah. It's one of my favorite numbers. Anywho, it's $11.11 a month, and you can cancel anytime, sign up anytime. Just remember that there are rules, and I don't want any cheaters. So obviously, I'm only allowing readings to people who've been signed up for more than a month. So, and membership cards. So that I know you're not just signing up to get the benefits and leaving, because I want to create a community, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm also a stay-at-home mom, so I got to make my money. That's why it's $11.11. And I try to offer as much as I can to you guys, so that you're just not there for no reason, you know. And I know it's more work on me, but this is what I like to do, so don't worry about it. Well, without further ado, let's get into this episode. So this episode is me talking about another part of your spiritual journey that you will come into inevitably. And not only will you come into it inevitably, but it is something that you should pay a lot of attention to, in my opinion, because it's so important. And what is so important is your soul's mission, your life path, your life purpose, whatever you want to call it. That's really important. Especially to me, it's really important. But the reason why it's a part of your higher self is because you're not here for no reason. I understand that not everybody's motivated solely by being a better version of themselves, but I believe that you cannot exist without a purpose. And you're not here without a reason. So there's a reason for everything, and there's a reason the universe aligned for you to be here after your soul chose your destiny beforehand. It's a part of your higher self journey to remember the mission you came into this world to accomplish. Now, many of us have forgotten since childhood because of outside teachings and influences like mentors, parents, stuff like that. But this part of our lives was hidden from us because those who don't remember lack divine knowing, and therefore try to enforce their lack of knowing on the rest of us. An example of this would be societal norms. So authority telling you that how you should be, who you should be, how you should live your life, what's wrong, what's right, how you should treat others. But we are evolving in the year of Aquarius into a society that will crumble when we are trying to be controlled and inharmonious with the collective. And in my opinion, society, like fear, is only a concept. There can be communities, there can be villages and everything along those lines, but society, it's been warped into such a corrupt concept. And now society has us believing things that are not even true about us. Not everybody, nobody can live by the same rules, That's just impossible. It's impossible to please everybody, and it's impossible to control everybody. I just think that as a society, to move forward, we all need to get to know ourselves, realize our true power, realize why we're here, and move on, because this is just crazy. Y'all know what's going on in the world right now, and it's crazy. Now, you cannot be your higher self without following your mission, period, point blank. I feel like it's impossible. Your mission is a part of you. Your soul is a part of you. It's part of your higher self. You are your higher self. You just gotta work towards it. It's different for everybody, but some people do not have a linear purpose like me. I don't have a linear purpose. Others have one purpose, but that's up to you to decide. That's up to you to discover, because life is literally what you make it. You can choose to follow whatever you want to follow, and I choose to follow exactly the opposite of what people want me to follow, because that's just where I feel comfortable. Okay, so if you want to know what my mission is, some of you may already know what it is because I explained it in my blog post called Explaining the Imaginary Goddess, and why my name is the Imaginary Goddess. I gave myself that name, spoiler alert. But I believe that my mission, and I know that my mission, is to help heal the collective. And the way I have to do that is by healing myself first. And in a way, this podcast is healing to me. Not going to go into that, but I'm not fully healed right now, and I'm doing the best I can. It's something that I'm really passionate about, but at the same time, this podcast is to help me get the word out there and show people ways to reach their best selves. Because like I said in previous episodes, if you don't feel good, you don't do good. You know, this is how you can reach it. You don't want to be just a floating head following other people, not being your true or best self because people said that's not how you should do it, and that's not how life works. That may be how our society works, but that's not how life works. And I'm working on taking my life back, and that's what I'm doing. And in a way, this podcast is helping me stand up in my own power. But anyway, back to my mission. My life's purpose is to ultimately help heal the collective. And the collective as in, I don't want to say the world, but just everybody. Anybody who it can impact. The collective, the groups, anything. I'm trying to help heal. So that the world so I can help integrate, in a way, I'm helping to integrate old practices into the new world. That's a part of my mission too. That's a part of my mission too, because the world is getting a little bit off track, and I found that this is something I am extremely at home with doing. That's how I know that this is my mission. You all also be at home with it. You're really passionate and you're natural at it. But that's only parts of my mission. My mission is not one single thing that I have to get done. No, it's multiple things I have to influence. And the way you find your mission is by looking at things you enjoy doing as a child, you enjoyed doing as a child, and things that lit you up and made you want to do this forever, and it felt right. Now, what lit me up as a child was my imagination. I was an incredibly imaginative kid. I loved making stories, and I don't want to say stories, but I loved making worlds. I loved imaginary worlds. I wanted to go there. I wanted to be somewhere else other than Earth. And I was obsessed with Tinkerbell and Strawberry Shortcake and Alice in Wonderland and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That stuff always inspired me because it was like a hidden world and magic, and I don't know, I just have an obsession with tiny people and tiny things. But that was one of the things that lit me up as a child, and I'm still trying to get back into that because I pushed that deep down so far in me for so long. I'm just now getting back into that, and it was such a shut down part of me. My expression and creativity was such a shut down part of me as a kid. I'm just now starting to get back into that. and I can integrate it into my mission, because a part of my mission is also to use my sensitivity as a strength, because I'm a really sensitive person. I'm sensitive to others' energies and others' feelings, and I can easily pick up on those things. So I am trying to express myself in a beautiful way, whether it be through this podcast, through my feelings, through my art, whatever. I just hope it inspires you all. Now, if you ask yourself what lit you up, and then if you were to pursue them now as a hobby or a career, ask yourself that. You will find some type of answer here. Don't just ask yourself that. Journal about it, think about it, contemplate, because it's not just something you ask yourself and you get an answer. That's the thing when it comes to shadow work and higher self work and all this work. It's called work for a reason. You have to actually put in the work. You can just get get answers lickety split. Not only is that how life works, but that's just how happiness works. And getting there. But you will know what lights you up, because you can feel the alignment, the warmth, and you may doubt yourself if you haven't done it in years like me. I totally doubted myself when I started getting back into things that I loved as a kid, and I still do. I love it so much. But those doubts are a sign that this is what you should do. This is what you should pursue anyway to overcome it. Do it because it's something that feels like home to you. Know why you want to do this. But also, one really big thing that I will say for every aspect in life, the thing that I'm about to say is something that could come in handy in literally every aspect of life, is always trust your intuition. Your intuition is something that can literally save your life. It can give you a bunch of abundance, and it's literally just trusting yourself, trusting your gut, and trusting how you feel, and letting yourself feel it. So if it's a niggling feeling, or another word would be like one of those nagging feelings that keeps poking at you and showing up, telling you that you should do this, it's a sign. It's a sign pointing you where to go next. If you need a little bit more clarity, get a reading. Birth chart reading, tarot reading especially. It's something that can really give you some clarity, and obviously, I provide those. But once you know what your mission is, it might not be clear to you for a while, but there's a difference between missions. There's a soul mission or a collective mission, and like I said, I have a collective mission. I get my fulfillment through helping the collective. That's how I feel. I feel fulfilled when I do that. And according to Rebecca Campbell's Letters to a Starseed, an individual soul mission means that you're here for your own soul's growth. A collective mission means you're here to influence something in the collective with others. Now, it'll be what fulfills you. But that is definitely something to think about. Now, if you need a little challenge, here's today's voicemail. So today's voicemail will be, get a reading. Because I feel like the first step into finding out what your mission is to ask. You need some divine guidance, because it'll get you a really big hint. Then after that, you can go ham on thinking about your childhood, things that you like to do. I'm only saying getting a reading first because it'll give you an idea, and it's really easy. And then maybe tell me if you're watching this video, tell me in the comments, what do you think your mission is? And I would love to know. If you're listening to this anywhere else other than YouTube, that's cool. You can always let me know on my Instagram. I'd like to know. I really would like to know, because I'm always so curious, but it's up to you. But all right, that does it for this episode today. If you're listening through YouTube, please consider sharing or liking this video. If you're listening anywhere else, why not share this episode as well? For questions, comments, concerns, and updates and more content, go ahead, join our home at theimaginarygoddess.com and consider becoming a member. You'll have a bunch of lovely things like higher self readings, which are exclusive to members. So go check out what I have to offer. And remember, my work don't work if you don't work. Stay grounded, babies.